Alright guys, we are back into things once more, and because we've got a little bit of time before our next game, we're going to have ourselves a free-for-all on overtime. So if you want to use the passkey ESL123 to get in, I'll be dropping invites into the global chat as well. And also, our Twitch giveaway winners will need to be announced now. So our Twitch giveaway winners will be PDX1354 and Estrada. That's PDX1354 and Estrada. If you guys could post your dog tag and your platforms into the chat, we'll get you marked down for your 400 credits prizes, which will be coming in 2 to 3 weeks.
Alright, you might want to get that custom match started since we did get a key, but the key's not working right now, so we're going to be almost on our way. Another tournament match, so might as well get the free-for-all started.
Alright, so Haxer won't take part in this one, who's going to just be outside keeping an eye on things. But if you guys want to come and join in and play on stream, even if we can't get to the end of this one, of course you guys can carry on playing it all the way to the end. And we'll jump on our next finals match in hopefully just a few moments. Alright, PDX, see you over there on the Twitch channel. I think you've been told already. But we'll need both your dog tag. This goes for anybody who's entering in for any of the giveaways today. We'll need both your dog tag and your platform as well. Okay, well, let's see how things are looking for the time being. So, Morrow picking up one of the first kills, but it's actually Haru bot I'm going to try and find in our nearly full game. I think there's only one space left in it, and it might well get filled up quick. So, if any of you guys find that you're that it's not working for whatever reason, when you try and join the game, that's probably because it's full. Fury taking the lead, up 4-1. We'll be able to slam through a few more courtesy of the recon, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the dominant weapon when it comes to free-for-alls, especially with the cores still in play to keep those recons off the map from each other. So give a little bit, I'll give to the end of this particular free-for-all for PDX1354 and Estrada to respond. Thank you, Haxel, for noting there in the chat. Hopefully they'll see. It's always a little sad when somebody wins and is so happy they immediately run off to tell their friends and neighbours, but forget to stick the landing. So if you do win but you don't post your dog tag and platform, after usually about a game's length worth of waiting, we'll have to give it to somebody else just to make sure that somebody gets that giveaway. Otherwise, unfortunately, we don't know if you'll even come back. So, let's back to the free-for-all. With I'm Fury still looking extremely good, though. We'll get taken down there. Let's have a quick look around and see if we can spot any top-performing people who might have different ones here. So, of course, we've got Fury, 10-6 so far up the top, with Haru Bot close behind. I think also... no, actually, Haru Bot actually on the Assault class. Interesting. I believe, if my eyes do not deceive me... thank you, PDX, for the last of your details. So we're just waiting on Estrada. If Estrada doesn't come back, then we will redraw over on the Twitch page. But for now, we'll just keep things nice and chill with this particular free-for-all. So this match for any of you guys, this map for any of you guys who are just tuning in for the first time, is overtime, which was a map that was gone for a while and thankfully returned. Okay, I think we have got our pass key for the next one. So we'll be moving on to Facebook for our next giveaway. So guys, bear with us for just a second and we'll be back with your next ESL match in just a few moments. Alright guys, welcome back and welcome to the semi-finals. NoobTubers off that last victory now face off against Great Clan. Definitely one of the tournament favourites coming in here today. The team from Italy have looked incredibly strong recently. But NoobTubers took out the number 2 seed, so perhaps number 3 seed Great Clan will also be on the chopping block.
Great Clan going to be the ones with that first blood. First blood actually with the bounty hunter weapon. Usually bounty hunter isn't too common in these tournaments, but it seems that with the changes that have occurred of the last, people are really trying to change things up. And that bounty hunter weapon is still a relatively fast-firing, a one-shot kill weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I think there is actually quite a deep pool of weapons to be able to call upon. I think they just really haven't had the reason to go for that, but I think that's what we're starting to see. I think the changes have been positive recently to encourage more diversity. I think it just takes a little bit of a push for people to realise that there are some untapped wells of opportunity.
You see Great Clan just taking a pretty large lead as Joseph P is able to get a nice double kill with the DBS4. The rest of his team going to be pushing it as a group, just trying to precisionally take out some of these people. But looks like NoobTubers is able to just come from the behind and clean up.
It's still very, very even, but yes, good comeback there. And a lot of kills being slammed in here before Great Clan can recover themselves and start bringing things back up to parity. Recon aircraft up in the air. Danny getting a nice couple of kills through there. Just save themselves. You mentioned the bounty hunter earlier on. Great Danny looking we're looking pretty reasonable so far, though I don't think any class is going to be too happy to get up and close and personal with the new tubers.
One thing that's actually quite useful about the bounty hunter as well is that the fact that you don't actually get kill streaks normally. You actually get kill streaks through diamond dust by scavenging weapons off the floor, and you also get some extra diamond dust by getting kills. So he's able to actually support his teammate, even if he does die on a streak. He will be able to support his teammates by just getting these kill streaks, since they don't really reset after death.
Yeah, it's looking really nice so far. Danny's really able to pick things back up again. As we take a look around, and while new tubers are ahead, it's only by a very small margin that last exchange. We see the Great Clan gathering at the bottom of the stairs, looking to try and push their way up into the noob tubers lines. We're going to be driven off for the time being, and yeah, managing to find cover on their retreat.
We see Subway coming from behind, all alone, going to be trying to go for a flank, but it looks like he shot a bit too early, and now he has the attention of the entire enemy team on him. But Danny just cleaning up, coming in and getting what I think was maybe 3 kills with that sniper.
Yeah, really, really nicely done. We're coming up on the halfway mark, so we'll see if Great Clan can manage to move a little bit further forward. They have at least equalized, looking to try and pump through just a few more kills. But every skirmish is going to matter. Every encounter could swing the game for either team.
Yeah, both teams, they know how critical these final few moments of the match can be. Joseph P going to be pushing in with the slack. Is able to take down one. Danny's going to continuously go in aggressively with the sniper, trying to find people to insta-gib. 45 to 45, this is still anyone's game.
Coming down to the final moments, dead even between the two. Both teams picking up kills, but no, it's the noob tubers who actually managed to pull ahead by a tiny margin. Subway taken down low, managing to take cover for the second, but walks right back into that grenade, and the noob tubers only 1 kill away. They lock down semi-final game 1.
Very, very close match. Very nice plays from both sides. Just the fact that Danny was able to put in so much work with a weapon that we don't really commonly see in these cups might actually change up the meta. People might start realizing, hey, this weapon is still a weapon, because no one really pays attention to the bounty hunter class too much before, especially with the removal of the Bear power ages ago when they still had prestige weapons.
Yeah, I really like seeing someone actually trying out something different here, especially when in such high-stakes competition. But for now, we will need to get set up for our second game between the noob tubers and the Great Clan. Hopefully, the second game will be just as good as the first. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Facebook giveaway still in progress. Hashtag send me into the Facebook comments to enter. We'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, welcome back. We have our second encounter between the NoobTubers from France and a great clan from Italy. Game 1 was fantastic. The semi-finals continues in Game 2. We're still in best of 3, so this is the last chance for Great Clan.
Great Clan, they had a pretty strong performance in Game 1. A small little slip at the end was enough to give NoobTubers the lead. NoobTubers gonna have to really be careful. Great Clan is going to be playing with their lives on the line.
And we know that the tension is going to be unbearable for these teams getting that first kill in, as Dranic does manage to do so. Nice grenade toss. It's really hard to hit grenades from this distance, but the NoobTubers captain able to do so.
1-1. This will take some time to actually start accelerating. We do see Great actually taking a decent lead as NoobTubers is trying to find a way to break through their defenses. Just trying to go through the hangars on the side, trying to take the flank from the back portion of the map. A bit different than usual.
Yeah, we do have some close quarters going on there, as again it's Dranic, the one who landed that grenade kill, rushing in, trying to overwhelm the lines of the Italian squad. Majin almost manages to get out, but Queen with the pick-off kill. NoobTubers apparently don't want to take a sniper battle with Great Clan. They want to get stuck up and in Great Clan's face.
But yeah, if Great Clan thinks the other team's going to be just trying to snipe across the map, and they're preparing themselves for just that.
Ooh!
If we see NoobTubers rush in, yeah, of course it's going to be completely different. You see some impressive plays coming out from both sides. NoobTubers getting the spawn in the bunker, so now they'll have their advantage. They're going to be spawning a lot closer to all these great members.
Oh, guys, yes, thank you for telling me about the music. Sorry, I've had some changes to the setup here, so I'll make sure to check for that next time round. But back into things. So we're seeing Danny again back on the bounty hunter, but NoobTubers have started to change things around a little bit, winning out these individual fights. And a nice 5 kill, make that 6 kill lead. Great Clan are going to be feeling the pressure here in this do or die game.
Great. Going to be just trying to find a way in, trying to find a way to push, but it's going to be so difficult. The fact that we have NoobTubers just locking down this bunker and then having an occasional 1 or 2 people rush out and get some kills, it just makes it so much more difficult for them to actually push in. We do see a Subway number 3 actually getting in there and actually applying some pressure, but he just quickly gets sniped right back.
It's looking like we could be looking at another 2-0 for the NoobTubers here. Just like last time round. Yeah, they started off relatively evenly with a bit of a feeling out phase, but now Great Clan again being rocked back on their heels. This time round, in fact, Game 2 may not even be as close as Game 1 was.
The fact that we see completely different play style. At first, it was just both teams would be trying to go to the same spot over and over. We're getting a lot of refrags, making it a lot closer game. Right now, we're just having a more defensive play style with some sudden bursts of just aggressiveness coming from NoobTubers. NoobTubers is going to be holding onto that bunker. They know they have the advantage. They know that they don't really need to move around, and they're just holding this spot in hopes that they could bait out some more players.
Great Clan are managing to at least keep that distance more or less the same, but Dranic picking another kill there with a ludicrous amount of kills under their belt right now. 14 and 5 will get cut down, but I think with the performance like that out of the NoobTubers team owner, I don't think Great Clan even stand a chance anymore.
It's a 10-point difference between both sides. They could come back, but it would be extremely difficult. And with the momentum that we see NoobTubers having right here, especially the momentum they like pushing with at the end of the match, this is very unlikely.
Alright guys, it's looking like the Great Clan great dream may well be over, as NoobTubers look to, with one more kill, lock down, and there we will see, lock down their ticket to the grand finals here today. Great Clan will have to bow out. NoobTubers coming in as our number 7 seed, but don't let that fool you. NoobTubers are an incredibly accomplished team.
Yeah, NoobTubers really showing everyone what they're made of this time. They did get knocked out relatively early. Actually, they got knocked out in the semifinals quite early against Victory of Lords in our last monthly finals. But it looks like now they have a chance to redeem themselves.
Alright guys, so we're going to try, so while we get set up for the next game, we're going to have well, we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it will come across alright, technically speaking. But, Haxel, there's some videos that perhaps people, well, might not be aware of. Can you tell us a little bit about the Kill Cam collection?
Alright guys, if you don't know, we have the Kill Cam collection on our YouTube channel. What really happens is players submit their clips of really nice kill feeds, nice plays that they get, and we just occasionally upload them onto our YouTube channel. So this is just gonna be a small little promo, just to get you guys hyped for the game. Maybe to get some more people to submit their clips, because I know a lot of you guys just like recording your plays, like showing off how good you are at the game, and you know, maybe you could show it off to even more people.
Alright guys, so enjoy, and we'll be back a little way after the video finishes. Alright guys, so we are back once more. We've got a little bit of time to play with, so if you'd like to come and play on stream for as long as we can steal away the time from our regular ESL competition, please do come and join us with the passkey ESL123 for a team battle on the museum. And for any of you guys who are just watching and enjoyed the kill cam collection, please do get in touch with Gameloft. Send them your videos via WeTransfer.com to mc5community@gameloft.com. In fact, I might set up a Nightbot command to say that, because it's always nice to have things written down. I believe, and I'll have a quick check over our bracket actually, that we will be jumping into, well, so NewTubers have already made it through to the grand final here today. Score Gaming versus Destiny, the other semi-final going on at the moment. So if we can, I might see if we can sneak in and see a game of that if it's not already done. But other than that, we'll of course keep you guys entertained. Oh, okay. Yes, we've got Score Gaming versus Destiny coming up. I think they've held off so we can watch that. That should be a fantastic semi-finals, but we'll try and get in this team battle before that starts. Clark Games, Allah to you. I think we've got just about enough people to get going. So if we get people even out the teams, there we go. We'll get into things in a second. As I said, we probably won't be able to get to the end of this particular game because we've got that fantastic semi-final between Score Gaming and Destiny coming up. But hope you guys enjoy it nonetheless. Also, over on our Facebook page, Ahmed Politic and Miming Masra, if you could post your dog tag and your platforms into the Facebook comments, we'll get you noted down for your 400 credits. And we'll be moving on to Mob Crush for our next giveaway of the day. Hashtag Semi if you want to enter in on that, in celebration somewhat of seeing what should be a fantastic match. So we'll still have a little bit of space, and I suspect if you guys want to play in this one while we do get set up for the next ESL match, feel more than free to do so. Because we've still got spaces, and if you want to take a fight around Big Head and see if you can prove yourself, then please do so. Actually pretty even so far. Something I particularly like to do in these free-for-alls is keep an eye out for any particularly outstanding players, and then try and figure out if they're perhaps upcoming ESL players, or maybe they're also ESL players already. Of course, you remember I'm Fury from last time round. Doing some pretty heinous work with that boss. Does get cut down this time, and it's actually looking relatively even. PDX, thank you for your details, or for your entry rather, over on Mob Crush. So guys, once again, mobcrush.com/moderncombat. Throw hashtag Semi into the Mob Crush comments over there. You will need to make a Mob Crush account. Though Mob Crush is tended to be one of our smaller platforms, so if you want to win those 400 credits, that's a very good place to go in and put your details down. Aha! I have received word that the Score Gaming versus Destiny game is ready. So, with that in mind, we'll have to leave you guys to finish out the rest of this game off stream. And we'll just throw up our details of our Mob Crush giveaway and we'll be back in hopefully a few minutes with the beginning of this next ESL semi-final. Alright guys, welcome back to the stream and to our second semi-final of the day. Score Gaming and Destiny go 1v1 to see who will face off against the YouTubers in the grand final. Score Gaming from Mexico, Destiny heading from Saudi Arabia, and Score Gaming last month they managed to get through to the grand finals, but they did lose out 3-0.
Both of these teams are ready to go, but Destiny a bit more prepared as they are able to get those first 2 kills, first 3 kills of the match, as we do finally see some kills coming back in Score's favor. But starting off, Destiny does have that advantage.
Yeah, looking pretty solid in the opening salvos. We do see some fierce tradings going across, and team owner Go4MC5 picking up 1 for Score, trying to catch up. We'll see if Score, who have been trending in an upwards direction, can manage to get through to the finals once again. Certainly Destiny, an incredibly tough opposition to run into on the way.
The thing about like all these teams that have played multiple times before, it's really impressive to see how they're constantly improving, constantly changing up their plays. Score Gaming, they've not really come out on top too many times before. But they're constantly getting closer and closer to that goal. Now they have a challenge ahead of them to face against Destiny right here. Destiny's putting a lot of pressure on them at the moment, but will they be able to pull it back?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good game so far for Sultan, team owner of Destiny, running around with the assault class at the moment. Does get tagged for the back there, but able to fall back and rely on their teammates to be able to cover. We do see the rush in from Score, trying to pick off that last bit of kill, but Sultan's the one who turns it back onto Go4MC5 as Destiny start to build themselves a pretty healthy looking lead on the museum.
Destiny going to be just holding on to their advantage, not really being too aggressive at this point in time, since now that they have the lead, they could just stay back, let their streaks do their work for them, and just wait for the Score players to try to push. And that is exactly what we're seeing. Destiny just chilling in the back, getting a lot of extra refrags as all these Score members are trying to push up, trying to recover some points they've lost.
Stress there, able to combo together the kill with a nice bombing run as well. It's looking like Score Gaming are being really roughed up in this first game. Destiny doing really well to keeping that momentum going, keeping putting down the pressure and stopping Score from mounting any kind of coherent defense.
Yeah, we do see Danielle getting some nice trades back onto Destiny members, but it looks like that bomber is there to just give Destiny full cover, taking down a few of those members from Score who are just trying to push up, who didn't even realize that the bomber got called in the first place. Score, they have a chance of coming back, but they need to be very cautious since Destiny could build this lead even more.
That's Stress able to land down a nice kill through there. Of course, Stress, a familiar sight in many tournaments before. As Destiny continues to get kill after kill in, it looks like despite the best efforts of Score Gaming, Destiny have proven too much to deal with. Of course, you know, we mentioned before, Score Gaming, a team that's have been struggling, clawing their way towards the top of the ESL scene. Destiny, a team that are used to being up at that top, being on top of the heap, and lording it over many other teams.
We see Destiny just going to be looking for the final few kills that they need to finish up this match, trying to push up a bit more aggressively at this point in time. They could finish it relatively quick. They just need to do about a single team wipe to actually take down the rest of these Score members, to actually take this first game. And in Score, they did start off relatively good, but just over time, Destiny just built up their lead more and more, and we got to this point.
Well, an interesting facet of this is having Stress is being the top performer for Destiny in this game. So, the victory of Lord's Clan, or Vol Clan, not taking part in today's competition, but their captain is on the roster of Destiny, and has been a huge difference maker that Score Gaming just didn't manage to find a way to deal with at all.
Still impressive first game coming out. Score maybe having a taste of what Destiny is dishing. Now they'll be able to maybe prepare for this second upcoming match. If not, Destiny is going to be moving up.
Alright guys, so we've still got our Mob Crush giveaway in progress right now, so please do keep on getting your entries in over there, and we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, we are back in with our next game of our semi-finals between Score Gaming and Destiny. Certainly Destiny looked incredibly dominant in game number 1. I have to wonder what Score Gaming can change in game 2 to stop the same thing happening all over again.
Go Gaming going to be trying to take the somewhat average approach to holding this map, just trying to stay near the back of the map and trying to use their snipers to their advantage, but looks like Destiny is prepared for that as Slender comes in with the grenade, getting a nice double kill to start off the lead for Destiny.
That was so nicely done by Slender from Destiny's side, able to sneak through, find the gap in the Score Gaming sniper line, and just walk up and plant the grenade right at the feet of their snipers. Now Destiny looking to try and continue that by pressing in, forcing Score Gaming back into a corner, and they're going to be ending up respawning right into the line of fire.
We do see Score getting pressure into this back corner. Not really the most best position for them to be in at the moment. They are able to get some trade kills back, so if they are able to just recover the points they lost, they will be in a better position. We do see Arcade picking up one, Coco picking up one as well. That does tie up the game for just a second.
Yeah, Garment Attacks making good use of the sight lines on here. Of course, we've often made a point of that Scramble has such interesting setup here with being outdoors, but having a lot of terrain to work with. We'll see how well Score Gaming can manipulate that to pick off those individual kills. Because, I mean, it's 10 kills apiece. But for these two teams, this is a relatively restrained game so far.
We see Score still going to be just trying to hold the same spots. Still going to be trying to recover some more points. They're only 2 behind, so they could just make some sort of push and actually take the lead again.
Ooh.
And what was this? Coco getting a nice double kill. Go4MC5 picking up one as well. That does put them back in the lead. Now Destiny are going to be the ones playing catch up for just a second.
Yeah, but you have to know the news who was watching it are waiting to see who they'll be facing in the grand finals. Score Gaming holding on for the time being. Yeah, Coco's last contribution hugely important. Now the top scoring member for the Score team, but will get taken down when it comes down to in the close quarters. The rest of the Score Gaming squad able to stop that from getting too far out of hand, but still, Destiny remain in control.
Push in, nice on and Score the rush here.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, guys. I think we might be having some problems with our voice. I'm just going to quickly do a restart on that, or hopefully we'll both do a quickly restart on that, and then hopefully that'll get us all sorted out. So that, guys, it does occasionally happen. So I'll get Hacksaw back on the line in just a moment as we come to the halfway mark of this match. 3.5 minutes left to play, dead even between these two. We'll see if they can maybe... Well, for Destiny here, they've got that 1 game advantage already in pocket. We know that they can afford to potentially drop a game here. But for Score Gaming, if they want to fulfill that dream of getting to the finals again, they have to win out on Scramble.
Yeah, they really do need to put the pedal to the metal. They need to actually build up a small little buffer because they can't really leave it to chance. They can't leave it to the last second push for a match as important as this. If they want to continue on, they need this game.
Yep, sorry about the technical issues, guys. It's part and parcel with a broadcast being done across the internet. Of course, Score Gaming are playing out of Mexico and Destiny out of Saudi Arabia. They're playing over some pretty long distances as well. Fortunately, things have been pretty kind so far. That we've seen a very, very competitive match between the two. No disconnects, no excuses for either side if one does triumph over the other. And it looks like Destiny might have found the key there, picking up 5 kills in a row without answer from Score until Coco manages to at least get 1 back.
Score. They do have some kill streaks under their belt that they're going to be using right now. Go4MC5 getting the kill with the
Ooh!
and the airstrikes. A very, very good recovery plan coming out from them right there. Now the question is, will they be able to follow up? Will they be able to actually secure the next few kills to actually take back the lead? Go4MC5 is going to be the one to get the trades.
Yeah, Destiny just clumped up inside the command center, got really punished for it. And now, yeah, all of that progress now erased. You can see that Destiny coming out of the gate swinging here. Do manage to take down nearly the entirety of Score Gaming, but Coco, the top banana for the Score Gaming side, is still trying to pump through as many kills as possible. Destiny again reaching for that 50 kill mark. We are running low on time. I don't know if we'll get a full 50 kill limit reached.
Oh, we have a minute 30 left and only 7 kills left to go, especially depending. It really depends on how aggressive both of these teams play. We could see this finish up relatively quick. Score, they're going to be trying to stay inside at the moment, as they do realize that Bomber was doing some pretty hefty damage. Airstrike getting deployed as well. Just these streaks coming flying, doing damage to the Score members. Score getting overwhelmed inside the building.
And this is exactly what happened to Destiny. Destiny tried to group up and take shelter inside the command center. Now Score Gaming feeling the pain, and thanks to some well-placed bombing runs and Destiny aggression, now Destiny will go forward to our grand finals here today to face off against the NoobTubers. Really well done out of them. Score Gaming denied. They won't be seeing that prize pool today, but still did very, very well to get here.
Quite interesting to see how that match actually finished up. Score, they were very close actually securing a match of their own, but just the refrags coming in from Destiny really did change up the flow. I don't think Score realized that Destiny had some bombers and airstrikes under their belts as well, and that really did just like completely reverse all of that work they put in.
Alright guys, so we will be popping to break, but while you can, please do get in your last entries over on the MobCrush page. That's mobcrush.com/modern-combat. Put hashtag semi into the MobCrush chat to enter in on that, and we will be drawing that when we come back from break. So guys, stay tuned. Our grand finals between Destiny and the NoobTubers awaits. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Alright guys, so before we get into our last series of the day between Destiny and the YouTubers, our grand finals, best of 5 of course, we will see about fitting in a custom game. So as always, ESL123 if you want to join in, all the global chat invites. Of course, if you add us up as friends, we'll remember to send out invites to everybody to all of these custom games as well. So no promises about us being able to actually finish this one because our grand finals will of course take precedence. But hey, while we've got the chance, why not play on stream in front of all your fine people?
Haha, and I will try to sneak my way in that match as well for a bit.
You scallywag, sir.
Question is, which team do I pick? That's the real question.
Ah. Well, we'll see. Are you gonna... I thought for a second you might sit on the spectator and see who was, which team was looking the most promising.
Which one is the most stacked?
Exactly.
Gotta put it in my favor.
Well, I mean, I was certainly implying it. I would never say it outright, but yes. But yes, for any of you guys who are watching the stream, I can see some of the familiar faces. Hero Gaming Assignment and 007 Gamer MC5. Good to see your smiling emojis in the chat. That seems like a weird thing to say, but I guess I can't really say too much more. Right, we'll get started 2v2. And of course, guys, you can come and join in when this game is underway with the passkey or with the global chat invite. We're heading on to Canals. Hacksaw, we'll be sticking with you in this one, seeing what you've got to show live on stream.
Oh man, I don't remember what my classes are like usual. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see how this turns out once I load in.
Yes, I can see some people asking about Android tournaments. There was the Android tournament yesterday, so it had to be shifted because of all of the events going on this weekend. So apologies for not being able to broadcast that one. We'll try and do our best to make sure that that issue doesn't come up again in the future. Unfortunately, a bit of a scheduling problem. For later on today, in about 6 hours and 15 minutes, we will be back with another iOS regular weekly tournament. Tomorrow, we will have our other monthly finals along with our regularly scheduled programming. So 4 MC5 tournaments over the course of today and tomorrow. So hopefully by the end of it, you should be fully satisfied with all of the boss that you can handle.
Alright, I got 2 hit markers on this guy, but he's still alive. Chase him. That's a decoy. Looks like my team got me. We're all good.
You got bamboozled.
Yep. Oh, what was this? Now the odd thing is, I'm trying to go into my classes and check and see what class I can switch to. Now I wasn't really paying attention to any custom rules you set up. Like, are there any restrictions on armor and stuff?
I don't think so.
Because I only have 2 classes showing for me right now, which is unless they reset the classes, it's kind of odd.
Well,
so I only have the Charp Tech and a tier 2 LMG.
That's very strange. I'll have to go back and check for next time. I know that there's a bunch of new slots for everybody, and those are filled up with tier 1s if there's nothing else in there, so that might account for why you've got loads of them. But I don't remember setting this up strangely. Certainly snipers recon seems to be allowed because there's...
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Feels bad, man. I'm stuck here with the Charp Tech. I got stock armor. What is going on? Let me pick up this gold bosk. Where is it at? Give it to me. Thank you. Alright, now, I don't have the recon bonus that all these people are going to have. Wait, there's a guy. Oh, never mind. Feels bad.
So something I'm looking to try and establish, because I was under the impression, and I'm not sure if this has gone into effect as of yet fully, I'm looking to try and find some clarity on this for you guys, is the community member Dulzy put forward the suggestion of having the armor tier in ESL competition lowered to allow...
I believe they already did that.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, with the upcoming ones.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of werewolves in the last game, and we wouldn't normally see that.
I don't think it's for like this current one, but for like starting from the September cups, I believe the rules have been changed completely. So like the golden boss is now available to be used. Then we also have armor cores being banned. So since you can actually see which armor cores people are using, you could actually now ban the armor cores. So that's going to be an interesting change up. Right now, the only thing that's banned is Sixth Sense. So that's the perk that lets people see others through walls if they're close enough. And it's not really too strong compared to something like Gluttony. So,
sorry, could we just go back a bit, because this is actually news to me. Sorry, about banning cores. What does that mean?
So there's the perk cores you could have equipped on your armor sets, right?
Yeah.
And pretty much now they're gonna have certain cores that you cannot use in these cups.
Oh.
And the cores were what gave people like some special perk, like the extra HP, that kind of stuff. They're not banning the extra HP. They're banning Sixth Sense, which is it called Sixth Sense? I believe so. It's whatever. It makes it so people glow through walls if they're close enough to you.
Yes, I think that's right. Okay, no, I didn't realise that was the case. So that's another avenue that the ESL tournaments can be kind of narrowed down to make sure that everyone gets the best experience. That's pretty cool. No, I guess I missed the memo on that one. So that's really neat. So guys, if there are, I guess it's going to be presumably based on community interaction. So if you guys want to be heard on that particular subject, you can be like Dulzy was and post up on the ESL MC5 Discord with your suggestions as to what you'd like to see in future ESL competitions, any adjustments, any changes, and perhaps, as we were seeing here, those will come in. Oh, okay, apparently the armor rules currently are tier 3 and below.
Yeah, they are pretty restrictive now. But that will change up the flow of a lot of stuff. It will make a lot of more weapons viable as well. Currently, a lot of weapons, they really do get very, very nerfed by high tier armors. And since we see a lot of people just using samurai, see a lot of people using the yokai armor, it's a lot more difficult to actually do anything with these lower tier weapons. So it does also make it a bit more available for people who don't have pretty much everything in the game.
Yes, okay, I've got confirmation that it is tier 3 and below this tournament, in fact, so yes, even faster than we thought it would be. So, okay, well, I mean, Axel, we have been seeing some different weapons coming in, maybe that is as a result of that, though I suspect we probably won't see the full effects of that armor change, you know, immediately, because people just don't realise what could potentially be viable now.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see when teams just start adjusting to it a bit more, seeing what they start changing to. The fact that they're not gonna have the tier 4 or tier 5 armors, it'll just make it so there's a lot more utility. Just because you'll have to be a bit more cautious with what kind of cores you actually want to pick.
For sure, yes, less. It's kind of one of those things where I suspect having less options might ultimately end up leading to more diversity because people need to prioritize differently. Or, you know, it kind of forces you to. But either way around it, we've got our grand finals between Destiny and the YouTubers coming up shortly. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. Best of 5 will start right there and then. Alright guys, welcome to the grand finals between YouTubers and Destiny. Best of 5 action starts out here on Vantage. Hacksaw, based on what we've seen so far, who are your favourites coming into this final?
Oh, that's a tough decision since both of these teams had extremely interesting plays coming from both sides. We've seen pretty intense matches from both sides as well. So I can't really necessarily say I have a favorite here.
Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, that's what we like to see in the grand finals. You know, where we've got the potential 4-5 games, where, you know, and these are the very best MC5 teams of July. We want them to give us everything, and Sultan landing that double grenade kill is not a bad way to start at all for Destiny.
YouTubers, we do see a kill going in their way, Midi getting a kill as well, but Destiny is going to be playing aggressive early game. Their aggression, however, looks like it backfired as they were quickly wiped out and the score was quickly tied.
Yep, NewTube is doing well not to be intimidated by Destiny's early aggression. We can see Destiny really grouping up here in this lower platform, looking to try and punish any inquisitive NewTubers who might pop by to see if they can pick off a kill. Destiny's starting to build up that lead again that NewTubers wiped out so rudely. We'll see if this current porcupine work continues to work or if NewTubers can find some sort of weakness.
We do see Destiny just trying to hold ground, just trying to just maybe build up their lead a bit more. NewTuber is going to be going on the aggressive still, though. Even though they are behind, they're going to be keep on pushing in with the boss, keep on trying to get some extra frags, some extra streaks. Since once they get some streaks under their belt, it will make this a lot easier to actually equalize the score.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how well Destiny were able to utilize those bombing runs before, especially when they forced the opposing team back into a very defensive position. Destiny now ahead by 10, looking extremely good here. Let's take a look at lock down those numbers. So Sultan and Stress, both with a joint top position for Destiny right now. Destiny are looking almost unstoppable.
Yeah, Destiny's just going to keep on trying to push in, keep on trying to build up that lead. They have NewTubers dropping a player for just a brief moment. Midi looks like he was able to connect back, however, but still a 10-point difference. That's 2 team wipes that they have to actually take back if they would want to get the lead again.
Yeah, so Undead Gaming, we've just clarified with Soldier Girl, our admin for today, as to the new armor rules being in effect in this tournament and ongoing. So tier 3 and below armor is the only thing permitted. So that's why you're seeing a lot more werewolves on the field than we'd be used to. But that's also going to mean those cores are limited. We'll have to see what ones people end up settling on with a lot, you know, with each core being that much more important.
Yeah, actually, honestly, if you take a look at some of the players, especially like a lot of players on Destiny's side, you can see a lot of these people aren't using the increased max health anymore, just because they don't have the core space to use it. They'd rather go for something different. Sadly, we can't see exactly what cores they are using while we are spectating, but the fact that that extra HP is gone really does change up the flow. Maybe focusing on things more like damage reduction and stuff like the burning core, the scorcher.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fascinating to see how things end up evolving. I mean, I believe this is going to be at least one of our first, if not our first tournament to have these new restrictions in place. But as is so often the adage, sometimes restrictions can breed creativity. Certainly Destiny are creating themselves a massive lead so far. You pointed out the 10 kill advantage, now just getting further and further away from the NewTubers, the chance of taking the momentum in this Grand Finals series. Seems like Destiny will have all the momentum they'll need, and maybe some more.
We also have another player, once again, disconnecting from the side of NewTubers, so just a bit less manpower for them to at least hold off these aggressive Destiny pushes we've been seeing. Destiny only needs to rush in pick up these final 2 members left alive, and that will be it. Sultan gets a headshot on Midi. We see Stress rushing in, getting the headshot on Chad, and that will be the game.
Extremely well played out of Destiny, as MorderMC5 is saying in the chat. Drainic versus Stress. Yes, well, with the Victory Lords team not playing today, as we said before, Stress getting a chance to take the field as part of the Destiny squad. And honestly, Stress has been crucial in pushing Destiny this far. Alright guys, so we will be, let's just pop back to here. So we will be drawing our Modern Combat 5 Mob Crush winners. So let me just get that sorted out now. So our Mob Crush winners are PDX1354, a 2-time winner today, and Lauren1607. Please post your dog tags and your platforms. For PDX, I know I've got your details from before, but it's usually best if you just post them up again. And we will be moving on to YouTube for our final giveaway of the day. For now, guys, please do stay tuned. Our Grand Finals is only just getting started between the new tubers and Destiny. We'll see you guys in a few minutes with game number 2. Alright guys, welcome back, and welcome back to our grand finals of the July monthly finals on the red side of iOS. Destiny, with one game in hand, and with the help of the Vol Captain Stress, have looked pretty unstoppable so far. We'll see what's... Oh, hello. I think we might have spoken a little bit too soon there. I think we're going to be seeing a remake on that game. Not sure what happened, but I think maybe some of the new tubers may not have been fully ready to start that one. Shikari, notice you saying Shikari, anyone else who's missing their credits giveaway, please do post your details into the chat and I'll get those passed across to Redo, the community manager. For now guys, we'll just see about getting that game back again between Destiny and the YouTubers. We'll be back in hopefully just a few minutes with our remake of the second game of the grand finals. See you then. Alright guys, welcome back. So, we're going to have another chance at heading out onto the streets to see who will continue to look strong. Will it be the noob tubers managing to come back, or will Destiny continue to dominate? Certainly game one seems to be all about the Saudi Arabian squad, but maybe the streets are different enough to change the noob tubers' fortunes.
We're going to see if noob tubers are going to be able to pull this back. They have a lot more close range classes set up for this match right here. It's really up to the playstyle and what happens. Drynick going to be trying to go in alone, faces the full force of that Destiny team right off the bat.
Yeah, Destiny moving in as a pack, but that does leave them vulnerable to being hit by these airway weapons, particularly, of course, the grenades being the most common, and the noob tubers keeping pace with Destiny so far, despite Oh wow, 3 kills in a row means NoobTubers actually overtake. Of course, the NoobTubers need to win this game, need to get back into this series, and this is not a bad way at all to start.
Yeah, no, they did have some iffy moments at the beginning, but once Destiny started trying to push in, you could just see how much better, how much more prepared NoobTubers was for that, having all these close range classes good and ready to go, while also having full control of the center building. Really does give them the advantage.
Yeah, really nicely done from the tubers not to show the pressure they have to be feeling at this point. Actually rolling over Destiny, I think are really shocked by the amount of fight in the French team after that first game, which I think Destiny must have been feeling comfortable coming out of. We can see Stress here, who was the the wild card for Destiny that brought them through this far, struggling to find their place in this game too.
We'll see if they're able to pull it back. Destiny, they are pretty scattered at the moment, so if they're able to just group up, make a team push into the center building, they might be able to recover at least some points. We see they're having some issues while rushing in. They keep on getting scattered around. They keep on bumping into these just groups of NoobTuber members, and NoobTubers is just beautifully holding this building.
Yeah, they are doing fantastically well to just cover every single angle possible. We'll see if that manages to hold all the way through to the end of the game, but right now, NoobTubers are looking absolutely unrecognizable from game number 1. Of course, the irony here for Destiny is they started out trying to play as a group. Now, with NoobTubers being so dominant, they can't anymore as they're getting killed as soon as they spawn in.
Yeah, just the fact that we see such a quick change is quite interesting. Destiny still trying to go into the center, still trying to take that spot, but with them being so scattered, with them being so unorganized, it makes it so much easier for NoobTubers to at least try to get some refrags on them.
It's coming up towards that 40 kill mark. France still looking strong, though Destiny have managed to recover somewhat. We're starting to see more kills coming in, but of course, the NoobTuber is more than happy to take every fight, every trade they can get their hands on. They want this game to end soon. They want to tie up this series. They want to be back in contention to be considered the very best.
Well, NoobTuber is going to be just looking for enough kills to actually finish up this game. We'll need to get about 2 team wipes to actually finish it up, as we see them slowly inch closer and closer to that 50 kill mark. Only 5 kills remaining, and Destiny, it looks like they actually took control of the center building, but was it too late? Pretty much only 2 kills left for NoobTubers to actually finish this game.
Well, not at all the expected result, but the streets belong to the NoobTubers. A good old 10 kill advantage. Let's take a look across and see where those numbers lay. Of course, we're starting to see much more variety of armor coming in with the tier 3 restriction. But let's have a look. So the numbers, I think it is, yes, it is going to be Darren. They're 14 and 8 with a very strong performance, but Mide and Dranik both doing really, really good stuff there. But hey, now at least we know we've got a series on our hands. NoobTubers get their first point. We'll see what happens in game number 3. Worth noting is that thank you guys for responding on the Facebook page. I've got both of your details across on there. And also on Mob Crush, I believe I've got both of you guys. So we'll be starting officially on our YouTube giveaway. So guys, if you go onto our YouTube page, find the Modern Combat channel and find the current broadcast, type in #finals to the YouTube comments, you'll be entered in for your chance at 400 credits. For any of you guys who already are winners, do bear in mind it will take 2 to 3 weeks for your 400 credits to arrive. It's not an instantaneous thing, sadly. So please be patient. And we'll be back with Game 3 of our Grand Finals coming up in just a few minutes. Alright guys, welcome back. Our grand finals now onto the construction site. Destiny, I think a little bit of a wake-up call in Game 2 as NoobTubers came back and delivered a crushingly good performance. I'm wondering what it was for the NoobTubers that was, the big difference maker.
I believe it could have just been the map and the playstyle. They were really just prepared for the streets, and because of that, they had a pretty strong Game 2. We do see Game 3 going to be on the construction site. It's a completely different style of map, a lot more open areas, a lot more room to roam around compared to the cluster that is streets. And Destiny already getting the lead.
Yeah, looking a lot more comfortable again. And now it's Destiny with the loss fresh in their memories. Forced to see if they can find their feet once again, but seem to be doing pretty well so far, though that last short-range encounter got very bloody very quickly. Destiny remain in the lead, and with that last trade of kills, actually see themselves pretty substantially ahead. Dranic is going to try and get something that gets cut down by Devon in short order.
Both teams just fighting fiercely at the moment. Destiny, however, with that range advantage they have, with that just the fact that they're used to being at long range, they're pulling quite a bit ahead. 10-point advantage for them so far. And even when they do get into these close range gunfights, the fact that we see NoobTubers so scattered, it just makes it much more difficult for them to push in as a group. As you do see DevNex trying to push in, trying to get that kill, but it looks like that one recon player was able to take them both down.
And NoobTubers in a very, very rough spot so far. Dranic does get cut down again. We can see, we mentioned before, that this tournament is going to be, I believe, this weekend's tournaments will be the last chances to pick up Invictus Camo. We can already see that on multiple Destiny members. Very proud of their previous achievements, looking to try and add to that Destiny legacy. Certainly looking like they've recovered pretty well from Game 2 and are well on the track to swinging things in Game 3.
I think it's just the play style, the map style, that really changes the flow of this. NoobTuber is very adept at that close range combat, and Destiny really showing their advantage right here with that kind of open spot. We do see DevNex, although he's using a sniper, he's just rushing in with the sniper. Either way, just going for those no scopes. So having a player like that where you can actually go for those long range kills and go for those close range aggressive kills really does help out.
Yes, I think very much seeing echoes of the lax style play, which is one of the reasons why it has been banned out from ESL competition, that you're so effective at close and long range. I think it takes a very, very skilled player to be able to pull off the same thing with a bolt action like the BSW. Yeah, when you miss, you just don't get a chance to take that second shot, especially when at close range against something like an SMG.
Only 6 kills left to go We see Devin just pushing in, getting these no scopes. He does get taken down, but it's very, very close to being over right here. Destiny just needs to secure a few more kills.
I think Devin is not going to pick up the last kill, but certainly the big story from that last game. As, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a very tough journey to the championship here for the NoobTubers. That was a crushing victory. 50 to 29, I think, is going to be, if memory serves at least, our most brutal score disparity between the two teams. But whichever way around it, our giveaway on YouTube is still in progress. So guys, do keep your entries coming in. Hashtag funnels over there. You too can be a winner here today. But do bear in mind that Nightbot will not like you if you do enter in multiple times. So hold on to your restraint as far as possible. Our grand finals will continue after the break. So you'll see you guys in a few minutes for game number 4 between Destiny and the NoobTubers. Alright guys, welcome back. Our grand final continues. This could be the end of the line for the NoobTubers though. One more point for Destiny and they will become our champions and take the lion's share of the €500 prize pool. Haxel, who are you favouring coming into this fourth game?
Well, we've seen some pretty strong performance, especially with longer range weapons coming out from Destiny this game, or the past few games. So going into a map like Scramble, where we see a lot of sniper lanes, a lot of close or long range opportunities, I feel like Destiny has the advantage here. I think NoobTubers would really need to change up the flow, or at least force Destiny into a spot where they're uncomfortable if they want to actually take the lead.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen some pretty impressive stuff from the NoobTubers when they do start feeling the pressure, but I think you're right. If it becomes a sniping battle, I can only really see this going one way, but so far, the NoobTubers at least have managed to hold their ground. We can see Granick here with a kill and death apiece, but the pace has been slowed down. And I have to think that if anything, that's going to help at least Destiny not start running away with the game.
Yeah, well, Destiny right now is just trying to reorganize, regroup their entire team. The fact that we see a lot of these players from NoobTubers in the back, just maybe not even realizing that they have Destiny players there just yet, could lead to Destiny taking a pretty significant lead if they're able to pull out any strats pretty significantly or pretty well. One thing that I actually thought about with the reduction of the cores with the lower tier armors, one of the reasons why we might see a lot of these teams actually switching from the Glutton perk to actually give them the boosted health is the fact that there was a perk for the sniper classes which was so important for getting information for the team, the Evil Eye sniper perk, which highlighted enemies through walls.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about this. Like, well, obviously, you know, this is only the first week of the changes coming in, but so far it seems to be a positive thing to have these more restricted options, forcing out more creativity from the players, which I'm sure we'll see developing as the weeks go by. But so far, both Destiny and the NoobTubers, despite, honestly, in my opinion, Destiny looking extremely strong in the last game, NoobTubers are not only holding their own, but actually managing to creep out ahead on occasion as they are now.
Yeah, just holding onto that bunker, just waiting for Destiny to make aggressive peaks. That is what they have been doing this entire time, and it's working out very well in their favor. We do see the score is tied at the moment, but both teams know they could just take their time. There's still 4 minutes left in this game. I don't think this match right here is going to be going to the score limit.
No, I don't think there's any possibility unless we see a dramatic change up. Because we've got two giveaway winners on each platform, I'm going to roll the first YouTube winner now, and the second one will be done at the end of the series. So our first giveaway winner will be Javan Gaming. If you could post your dog tag and platform into the chat. And stay tuned for, well, what could be the end of this series here. But if NoobTubers win out, then we will do the second giveaway winner at the end of Game 5. 3.5 minutes left to play, the halfway mark reached. Just as Haxel said, I don't think we're going to be seeing this go down to the kill limit. But with NoobTubers in control for the moment, maybe they can force engagements on their own terms.
If we see Destiny actually make a full push right here, and if that full push does take down some of the members from NoobTubers, they could actually have a spawn trap on their hands. The question is, how many Destiny players will go down while they are pushing inside the bunker? We do see Suthi getting a bit further in, using those frag grenades to his advantage, getting one, getting two, getting that drone as well. Now the pressure will be on from Destiny.
And NoobTubers, though, despite all of their work, are still under threat from Destiny as we start moving into the last couple of minutes of the game. The NoobTubers, they do manage to hold the inside, exactly as you said right back at the beginning, Haxel. In these confined spaces, NoobTubers can compete on even terms, or maybe they can't. As Stress comes in, manages to land a couple of kills through for Destiny and get out with their hide intact.
Well, now that Destiny has the lead, you can see them slowly retreating from that bunker. And what I think they're going to be trying to do here is bait out all the NoobTubers into the open. If you take a look at Suthi still has all of his kill streaks, the bomber, the airstrike ready to go. So as soon as NoobTubers tries to chase him, tries to get this lead back, they'll be left vulnerable for these streaks. We do see a trade-off coming real quick that does tie up the game for a moment, but NoobTubers still would need to actually push out and push Destiny if they want to actually take the advantage.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think in a game this important for the two teams, it could come down to a single kill, but maybe there'll be a whole bunch more. Sultan managing to get a nice advantage for Destiny. The Tubers now working with a very restricted clock. 1 minute 23 left. We do see at least Tubers managing to get back something for themselves, but something has to change or the French team are done in this finals.
They need to be extremely cautious right here, since any kill they give up to Destiny will be quite a huge kill. Suthi finally using that bomber he was been saving this entire time. That bomber picking up more kills. Exactly what I was talking about. Just saving that bomber, waiting for NoobTubers to actually have to push out. And once you use it, NoobTubers will be out in the open. That does pick up a few extra kills for Destiny with only 40 seconds left in this match. Will NoobTubers be able to pull this back?
It does get one before being traded back, but you're right, NoobTubers pushed out of their comfort zone here, and it's gonna all come down to these last few fights. Time is running extremely short for the French team. They do run in, Drainic gets a couple down there, 8 and 8 so far. NoobTubers trying to catch up, but it's such a long way to go. Still 5 now, 6 behind, make that 7. The bombing run, cutting out the legs from the NoobTubers.
Just a beautiful use of the streaks coming out from Destiny, and it looks like we almost got close to the score limit, but just a few kills off, as we will have game number 4 going in Destiny's favor, meaning that will be the 3rd game they won.
And with that 3rd game, they will take their place right up at the top. They were and are the best team, MC5 team of July. Extremely well played from the NoobTubers, but ultimately Destiny looked dominant, particularly towards that last part of the game. I think Sultan is definitely going to get a lot of attention for their performance in that last game, but honestly incredibly well done.
Oh, good games to both teams, incredibly close games from NoobTubers as well. I think NoobTubers, if Destiny didn't have those streaks, they could have pulled it back, but Destiny thought it through. They were able to actually execute the strat, and it worked out perfectly in their favor.
Alright guys, so we've got our last YouTube winner to consider, along with of course our champions Destiny Red. So Zizo711, if you could post your dog tag and your platform into the chat, we'll have one last custom game on stream just to give us a little bit of time for Zizo to reply with, and of course to give you guys the last word in MC5 as is only proper. We will be back with our next tournament stream. Let's see, in... oh man, I have to do some maths here. So, just over 5 hours time. So we'll be back with one of our regular weekly tournaments, as opposed to monthly finals. The second monthly final will be tomorrow. So yes, let me run this through properly. So the Blue September Cup will be in just over 5 hours. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock UK time will be the Red September Cup. So that's our normal weeklies. And then at 9 o'clock UK time, you'll be able to watch the other monthly finals, the Blue July finals, which will contain the other 8 best teams in MC5 esports. For now, though, if you use the passkey, ESL123, you can jump into our final game of the day. I think I do see that Zizo711 has responded, but we'll see if they come back with a dog tag on the platform. For now, let's get this game started to end off the stream in the right way. Thanks, of course, going to Soldier Girl, our admin for today, who's kept everything running extremely smoothly during today's competition. I think we're actually going to close out ahead of even, well, under 2.5 hours for our main tournament. So very, very nicely done. And we'll see if we can get some folks in here just to tie things up. Ooh. So let's see. Black Close, do you have a question? Do you? Well, please do not keep me in suspense. What is that question? Jabin Gaming, you want some double rewards? Well, I know that... Jabin, have you had your old credits? Thank you, Zizo711. For your deets. Jabin, are you up to date apart from this? It sounds from what like you're saying that you might not be. But I will make an extra note. On your entry from today to say that is the case. I'm going to keep spamming out those invites till you guys get in here. Okay, Zizo, thank you for your dog tag and platform. Hey, Gamer Boy. So yes, if you guys want to play on stream, please do come along and join me. I've learnt my lesson too many times before to play myself, but hey. Hopefully you guys can do better. Jukubo P, welcome to the game. I'm hoping we might get... I don't know if we'll be able to get any of our players from the Destiny team on YouTube, as I suspect they might well be taking some time to relax after the hard-fought finals. Yes, I think we've got everyone that we need from our various giveaways, so congratulations to PDX, Estrada, Ahmed Politic, Mami Mazra Serizwa, Lauren, Javin Gaming, and Zizo. I'm just going to check and see. I think the... Yes, so... PDX winning twice. I'm just going to... but let's see if we can find some last people. I know, maybe everyone's run away at the end of the stream. Black Ghost, how can you get Berserker Rage Core? I'd imagine you get it from the combat packs. Which is something where you would tend to get most of them. Though sometimes there's events that will run that will give you specific cores and things like that. So, I don't know. Frank MC5, I think the 3rd, 4th place match has already taken place. So I don't think the that will be an option. I'll tell you what, we'll get this game started, since I think there aren't so many people around anymore after the end of the tournament, which is understandable. Zizo711, yep, we've got your details. You don't need to keep posting your dog tag, it's all noted down. So, for any of you guys who are heading off now, please do come back in around 5 hours time for our next iOS tournament. We will be having our, I think the last few steps of trying to get the iOS and Android integration going are taking place in the last week and possibly next upcoming couple of weeks, but it's very much going to be a close thing. Of course, once the Android and iOS platforms get merged, then all of the iOS tournaments become iOS and Android tournaments, which means that all of you guys on Android get access to the monthly finals, you get access to all of the weeklies on there. So that should be pretty good. Black Ghost, if you're having trouble finding a particular core, I'm not sure if there's... Actually, I'll have a quick look and see. Berserker Rage Core MC5. I'll see if I can find some information for you about that. I don't know if the Modern Combat Wiki has got a specific entry as to how they're found. No, I don't think so. If you send a message through to the Modern Combat Twitter or similar, then they might well be able to tell you, because I'm sure they'll have someone in there who knows immediately. Javin Gaming, you should have your MC5 creator, but you don't have it. I will post a note to Redu saying that I'm waiting on MC5 creator. Okay, I've posted a note through to the community manager, and hopefully they'll be able to get that sorted out. Right, let's try and find our players in here. Black Ghost, I'm afraid I don't have any Berserker cores to give to anyone, otherwise I would be more than happy to provide you with such, but I'm afraid it's not within my powers as an MC5 community streamer. Caesar, you want ESL camo? Well, me too, man. Me too. I don't think I've got any ESL camo, because unlike the guys you've seen playing here today, I am not among the very best at MC5 esports. Javin Gaming, you are more than welcome. Always nice to see the... Well, this is something that if any of you guys aren't aware of. So, Gameloft Romania, the creators of this game, are going out of the way currently to try and provide support for Modern Combat 5 content creators. So, if you are a Modern Combat 5 streamer or YouTuber, do look onto their Facebook page and you can find that initiative. Just try and find the exact name of it, so it's a bit easier to Google for. Let's see. Well, it's a creator program anyway. If you search for Modern Combat 5 creator program, then you should be able to apply for it through there. I think you need 1,000 subscribers or similar to be able to get in. But don't quote me on that because I may not be right. So as Haxel mentioned before, the Kill Cam collection is something that's is being pushed forward as an initiative by Gameloft at the moment. If you've got any particularly good kills and you can get video files of said kills, if you send them to Modern Combat Community at gameloft.com with the WeTransfer.com website, that's just a website to send video files across. If you're featured, you'll get 300 credits. And we'll try and actually show more of the kill cam collections on stream, because they're pretty cool. And it sure beats just nothing there. Oh, thanks to Haxel for putting that into the chat. And, oh, hello. I think, well, I guess that's the end of the match. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for coming by today and witnessing the triumph of Destiny Red. Again, please do come back in just under 5 hours for our next tournament. For now, though, I've been Peter Cannifer Hunnell, joined by Haxel today, and we'll see you guys a little bit later on.